London is not a real place. Hello, you gorgeous donuts. London is the capital of the UK, for anybody that doesn't know that somehow. And some people say that it's the best place on earth. Others say that it's the worst place on earth. But one thing that I feel like everybody can agree on is it is definitely one of the craziest places. In this video, we're going to take a look at the wildest clips of people that reside in London. Get ready. Tell me you have severe people-pleasing problems without telling me. Okay, so I should film myself. Honestly, this would probably be me. If someone was trying to steal my phone, I would be apologizing to them. I'd be like, sorry, no, you can't take it. No, my apologies. No, I kind of want to keep... I'm so sorry, I want to keep my phone. Thank you. Bye-bye. Always a pleasure. See you later. Have a good one, yeah? That's one thing about London. Like, I've lived there for, like, just over 2 years. People getting their phone stolen is a real thing. I remember someone that I used to know got their phone stolen 3 times in 1 year. Like... how? The statistics of that is crazy. I also love the audacity that, like, he clearly could see that she was filming some content. He was like, yeah, I'll just grab that. I'll just have that. Thanks, love. The video was anyway. Probably only get 1,000 views. POV, you take the London Underground. I guarantee you this is not water or apple juice. London is actually not a real place. No, la polizia. Okay, we're starting, like, you know, we're starting with fire in this video today. I mean, pissing in a bottle anyway. Arguably, I would say it's a little bit out of order. Leaving that bottle on the train. Like, if I have to piss, right, and the only thing I've got is a bottle and somehow I'm just going to go on the tube, I'm going to make sure that I take that bottle with us. There's not a single chance that I'm going to leave that on the tube. I'll be like, right, I've got my phone. Yeah, I've got my keys. Yeah, I've got my bottle. There we go. Come on then. Also, who's got that much piss? You're only on the tube for a little bit. 2 bottles? You've gotta be taking that. Surely. I mean, literally. No, because I've seen the same on buses. It's so bad. Is there an issue with people in London just pissing themselves? What does London tap water do to your bladder? To be fair, they're not even drinking the tap water. They're buying bottled water. I mean, I've seen some wild things on the tube, but I haven't ever saw someone pissing into a bottle. Still, take that one off the bucket list. Look, some people will call this cute. And I think it's cute that, you know, they're not hurting anyone. They're, you know, just showing their love for each other. But, and this is a selfish thing, it makes me uncomfortable when I'm next to people, like, showing overly affection to each other. Is that even a phrase? Like, you know what I mean? Like kissing or holding hands, whatever. Obviously not. But when someone's straddling someone and, like, proper going for it, I just feel like, oh... like, I feel like a prude. I'm like, I'm just not here for this. Just trying to get to where I'm going, honestly. Don't really want to see this now. I'm uncomfortable. Like, it puts us on edge, and I don't know why.
No, I'm seeing too much weird stuff today. What is going on? What is going on?
Sorry, miss. Are you lost? I feel like it's a lady camel, right? Unless, you know, it wasn't, you know, born with the greatest of assets in the back door. I believe it's a lady camel. How did you get here? Are you lost? I've never seen a camel in the UK. I've never seen someone walk the camel. Like, obviously people walk the dogs. Even in London, I've seen people walk their cats on a leash. Or I once saw someone walk a possum. Genuinely, I saw someone walk a possum. I think, or a skunk. Whatever, like, animal has a fur anyway. But I'm yet to have seen somebody walk their camel. Like, what? How does that even go down? Oh, Martin, just going out for 20 minutes, just walking Bertha the camel. Don't worry, right, I'll be back for tea.
Bro, what area do you know where it's 2 a.m. and guys are getting faints? It's 2 a.m. and guys are getting...
Brother, you know how hard it is to get a haircut these days? Barbers are booked out. Sometimes you've just got to bite the bullet and go at 2 a.m. To be fair, getting a fade at 2 a.m, right? Like, imagine after a night out, or before a night out, right? Some people go out really late, just going and getting your haircut. You're doing, like, you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're having fun with your friends, and you're like, oh, on the way home, I'm just going to get, like, a sick trim. Imagine that. Then jumping in your car, blasting tunes with the windows down at, like, 2 a.m, count me in. It's like going to Big Tesco. You know when Big Tesco was like 24 hours? This is the London equivalent. Oh, people are saying it's because of Eid. This is why. Eid, bro. Like, everyone's saying Eid. Okay, so that makes perfect sense then. They're not just doing it for the crowd. They're not just making their barber's life a living hell for nothing. Honestly, right, I feel like the worst ever thing that was introduced into London is those Lime bikes or just any motorised scooter vehicle. Honestly, people just took them and just decided to create mayhem with them. Once they came into London, that's when the purge started happening. That's where people were fearing for their lives. At least with a pedal bike, right, you've got to put some work in. Okay, you've got to make sure you're actually good on a pedal bike. With one of them, you can just nick and just zoom off. You don't have to pay for your crimes. You've got to pay £2 so you've got some electricity. This would be gutting though. Like, I think those yellow bags or Selfridges bags, I imagine they're all expensive bags. You've got to be, yeah, this is obviously going to be the worst day ever. I know it's very champagne problems, but still, like, from her perspective, this will be really
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save 50%.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. I don't know if this guy is in a bit of a pickle. I mean, he's in the middle of a turkey right now. That looks like a real turkey as well. Like, I just want to know how you kind of got into this position, sir. Like, how do you end up, you know, on this, in this position with a turkey on your head? You know, I've got so many questions and, you know, not enough context here. No answers for what you're doing right now, sir. Also, you know, the person who's filming this video hasn't, like, asked if he's okay. They've just went, this is f***ing crack this. Look at this. Look at this. Absolute Wally.
What is that? That's action. Bro, this is a Dalek, bro. Why is there a Dalek in the hood? No. What up?
It's talking.
It says exterminate on the hood. Oh, no. The hand's moving. Broski, we
Honestly, like, if there was a Dalek in your, you know, your street, I wouldn't, like, I don't know, I wouldn't kind of piss it off. Have you never seen Doctor Who? You do know the Daleks are the most feared enemy, right? If it was a Cyberman, I'd be like, oh, this is alright, like, I'll just run away. Right, what they're gonna do, like, touch us and then exterminators have to catch us first. A Dalek can shoot lasers, man. I wouldn't be poking the beast here. I would just go past and just let it go about its day. Honestly, some people just have no fear. Do you know what the most worrying thing about this is? Like, no one's even filming her doing this. Not that that would make it okay if it was for content, but at least you'd be able to theorize and be like, okay, she's doing this because she's gonna, you know, rage bait people online. No, she's just doing it for the love of the game. No, she's just blocking. Is this a tram or a bus? She's just blocking the tram just because she can. You know, like, she's when, you know, other people are like, oh, do you want to go out with, you know, with mates or someone, go drinking, or just, like, you know, just go out, just have a good time. Oh no, I'm just gonna go and block a tram. But not like proper block it, just kind of slow it down. Just a minor inconvenience for everyone on the tram that they're gonna reach their destination about 10 minutes later than they originally planned. And I know obviously this person is an adult and they've made the decision to do this themselves, so obviously they should face the criticism. But I do wonder if they're okay. You know, because I don't feel like anybody that is, you know, doing well decides to spend their free time just slowing down trams. I just don't really feel like that kind of correlates, you know. I really hope someone stops and goes, love, is there not something better in your future than this? You know, surely there's a better vision for you moving forward. This can't be the thing that fulfills you.
Only in South London.
Where you walking there, bro?
That was the sorry. That's the bastard. That's what I seen someone walk. It might have been him. You know what I mentioned before? I saw someone walk like a possum. That was what it looked like. I didn't catch what the guy looked like, so I can't remember if this is the exact possum. But he might know the person that I saw. Genuinely. Like, I used to live in South London, South East London, okay? A place called Woolwich. The things you would see people walk there, you wouldn't even see in the wild. Honestly, if someone was walking a Demogorgon from Stranger Things, I would genuinely not be surprised. I'd be like, oh yeah, that's just dark. Like, what? Does this just live in your house? Like, what, really? Did the landlord pass off on that?
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
If we don't laugh, we cry. Was that him flirting there? Like, taking his teeth out? Like, what was he hoping for there? Or was he just trying to make a laugh? Maybe he's just trying to make a laugh, even though it would make you very uncomfortable, just a random person staring at you, taking their teeth out. I don't know what the vision is here, because that would just freak me out. Like, if I'm just on the tube by myself, and the person across from us is staring at us, and, like, just takes the teeth out whilst maintaining eye contact, I'm gonna get off at the next stop, even if that isn't my stop. I just don't really want to kind of, you know, chat and figure out what's gonna happen.
Get off my car door. Are you mad? Get off of my door.
I know that this type of thing happens everywhere, okay? But it is definitely, in my opinion, more prominent in London. You know, yeah, I don't know what the full stats are. Obviously, London's a lot more dense, so there's more people to commit crime. But just some of the things that happen in this city, it's wild. How can you be stopped at a red light and someone is trying to get in your car while you're in? People just don't care. It's like GTA.
This landlord in London is charging £800 to live in his roof. Check this out. This landlord's called it a studio flat, and this is on Hammersmith Grove, W6 in West London. Check out these photos because they are absolutely diabolical.
Is that's gotta... You know what? Like, it's actually sad that when I look at this, I go, oh yeah, this is a real listing. Like, they're not taking the here. Like, for £800 in Newcastle, you could rent a house with, like, actual stairs, not whatever this... They're calling this. This looks like the bunk bed that the stepbrothers built. You know, so much room for activities. Do you know what? I was about to say they could have at least left the fire in, but then they can't, because then it would just burn the wood and the whole structure of the room would fall.
As you can see, this is the reception area. This is the front door. There's some steps.
I mean, you know, not to shame anyone, but calling it a reception area is a stretch. Calling it an area is a stretch at first. How can you charge 800 quid for this? Sorry, that is evil. You should be paying someone 800 quid to live there. I don't know if anyone from down south will have a different opinion on this. I think it's because my mind is so used to the perspective of living in the north, where stuff is just like less than half the price of what it is in London. Apologies for the voice break, working on puberty still.
And this is supposedly the kitchen. This is definitely a botched job because look at that woodwork. So this is what's supposedly the mezzanine, and I'm not gonna lie, this is horrific.
What is a mezzanine? Is that just like the bedroom? Can you even... I don't... Obviously, the sizing of this. The camera's not really doing it any justice. I don't know if it's bigger in real life, hopefully. How do you even fit a bed in here? And also, if you put a bed in there, you're blocking the only bit of sunlight. So you're just gonna wake up in total darkness. And like there's no light. I don't even know if you could fit a lamp in here. Surely this has got to be a safety hazard.
Is this landlord expecting a tenant to sleep up there? Because I would be going nowhere near that. That is definitely cursed. As a matter of fact, I was gonna say, is this even legal? Is there even a window in there? But there is a little window right here. But I'm not gonna lie, this must be so dark and dingy. Just wondering where you put all your stuff. Like, I don't even think there's an oven. There's no...
Oh wait, is that the only... So it's all one room basically, but they've just put some stairs in there to make it look like it's two. That's not even a studio flat. Come on. We're calling anything a studio flat right now. People would go into Harry Potter's room under the stairs and go, yeah, this is honestly a studio flat. Should we charge £800 in Hammersmith for this? People would actually do that, to be fair, if they could. How, as a landlord, do you not just feel a bit evil doing this? Like, do you not feel any sort of guilt charging people £800 for this room? You don't need £800 for this room. It just makes me think, like, what does a room that's, I don't know, double the price of this look like? Because double the goodness of this should be the basic. Sorry, can you just repeat that again? Sorry, sir, can you just repeat that again? I didn't quite catch that. I feel like this is what Alexa hears when I speak to it. It just doesn't hear, like, my accent at all. It doesn't, like, make out the words. Every single time I speak to it, it's like, sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Bastard. Why is he just screaming at, like, nobody as well? Like, who is he screaming at? They're clearly stuck in traffic. The bus driver can't go anywhere. What is he hoping for here? Unless, you know, he has, you know... something upstairs that isn't quite ticking right, we'll give him a pass. But if he's, you know, if he's alright and he's just doing this because he wants to do it, shame on you, sir. Shame on you. You're ruining every single person's bus trip because you can't keep your lips sealed.
Did you know in London there's a pub that floods? The pub is situated next to the River Thames. During high tide, the water slowly creeps across the pathway before completely submerging the beer garden. At this point, the staff change into wellies, and for the next hour, getting drinks from the bar basically becomes a game of the floor is lava. This is probably the most unique pub I've ever seen.
Only in London would this place be seen as, like, cool and, like, a place to go. Like, if this was in anywhere up north and it flooded all the time, people just wouldn't go there and it would close down because people would be like, well, I'm not, like, going to a pub where I'm gonna get drenched, like, obviously. Whereas in London, this is seen as, like, a quirky thing that, like, a bit of an experience. I feel like there's loads of places like that in London that are, like, really quirky and it would only work within the crowd that kind of go there within London, but it wouldn't work anywhere else in the country. Like, who wants to go to a place where you're going to be drenched up to your knees. Like, why? Some people might be like, oh, I'd want to go there just, you know, as a one-off. I wouldn't. Like, then you've got to walk home wet. I'd rather just go to a place that's dry. Respect to the pub owners here, though, because I imagine when this first started happening, they thought they were going to have to close down, and then they've just made it like a quirk of the place, and somehow it's now popular, and influencers are going to it. It's such a wild place, London. Man's not hot. Right, we've all heard it from the song. 28 degrees. I'm still gonna have the puffer on. Hood up, balaclava on, nothing stopping us. You know, you can't just wear a t-shirt, mate. Maybe he is actually, you know, fine, right? I mean, he's not hurting anyone, you know, he's just walking down the street. Everyone else is hot, he's not. But I guarantee you've got to be sweating under there, man. Like, that's not even, you know, just a long coat, it's a puffer coat. In 28 degrees. You know how humid it, he'd be like the Human Torch under there.
Forever. Here we go. All night long. All night long. All night long. All night long.
This is the London I love. This is the good London. Just the vibes of this video. This is incredible. All we need now is that guy that was taking his teeth out, and this would be a 10 out of 10 video.
The next station is Bond Street.
Oh, how can you go from the previous? Oh god, like, is that human feces from a human? Have a word, will you? On the tube, like, you couldn't just wait. I mean, when you've got to go, you've got to go. Right, IBS strikes again. She is a cruel mistress. I'm like Dexter here, trying to figure out you know, how a murder took place. It seems like, you know, they've obviously done the deed and then tried to, like, wipe their bum on the, you know, on the plastic. You know what, I can't justify this, you know. There's no, I don't care how much you need to go, don't do it next, especially next to the door, because then everyone's got to, you know, deal with it then, right? You're just being selfish at that point. Someone commented, why has someone not wiped it off? Well, be my guest. You go first, right? It was your idea, right? I wouldn't want to steal that idea from you since it was such a good one. I'm not wiping up someone else's shit. Especially if I'm getting off. I'm not that much of a good Samaritan. You think I'm cleaning that up? I can stay on there for a couple of years if I care.
No, I can't lie. This is a spectacle. How am I seeing tourists here? I'm seeing I Love London in Woolwich. I'm in Woolwich. You guys are from the UK, right? Not from the, where are you from? Why did you come to Woolwich? Why?
That is where I used to live. Like, that exact place where he's literally just filmed there. Like, I live next to there. Like, I used to, like, walk past that to the tube. That is crazy. And it's so funny because tourists just don't go to Woolwich. I remember people used to ask me, like, why the f have you moved here? And I was like, it was literally the cheapest place in London. And then I found out shortly after moving there why that possibly might have been. I mean, I liked it. I didn't think it was that rough compared to places in Newcastle, apart from, like, you know, the odd machete you'd see, which I wasn't quite used to. It just added a little bit of ambience to the place, if anything. Just keep you on your toes, you know, if you mess up. Ooh. 2 stories from Woolwich that I will never forget, and I will always just kind of take to the grave with this, and you will too now. First one is, I remember getting off the tube with Chloe, and a woman just, like, came up to me, and she was just herself and staring into my eyes and just getting closer to it. This, to me, seemed like it was about 10 minutes. It was probably like maybe 30, 45 seconds. But it just seemed like so long. And I remember just not saying anything. And I was walking directly to her. I was like, what? And I remember, like, she tried to touch us. Me and Chloe kind of went, like, away from her. And we were like, what actually just happened there? I was like, why did that woman just come up to just us and coming up to us? Like, what? Second thing, arguably, equally, maybe it's not equally as traumatizing, just, you know, a new perspective on things. There was like 5 or 6 people on the street corner dressed in, like, I don't want to be, like, offensive here or anything, but they were dressed like, kind of like tribal, like, kind of like what people would wear, like, you know, when, I guess, like cavemen. That's the only thing I can kind of describe it as. Like, some people had, like, a staff, like what Gandalf has, and they were constantly chanting to all white people, and I was literally edging closer to these people because I had to walk past them to get to Tesco. And I remember just, like, walking past being like, sorry, my bad. Was there something I did? You know, I remember just being like, don't really think this is the best route to go. They were just constantly chanting it over and over, and the fact, like, you know, they had like a staff as well. I was like, they're gonna put a curse on us or something. Still yet to know if that is true. Hopefully not. Touch wood. Sheesh. What a way to go. Am I right? If there's a way to go. Being in the LGBT Sorry, I tried to say it 3 times, didn't work. You know what I mean, though. You know me heart's in the right place. Got mixed up with me words. I don't know what's going. LGBTQ+. There we go. We got there. We catching. What a way to go. What a diva.
Hi, bro. What you doing, bro? What you mean, what am I doing, bro? I'm enjoying myself. Hot. What do you mean hot, bro? Come on. I'm on the train. I need to sleep, bro. I've been up for 12 hours, bro. Like, come on.
See, this is the kind of crack that I'm not here for. I don't like it when you're kind of in other people's space. Like, clearly, people don't want to be recorded here. Like, they're laughing because they're probably uncomfortable. I don't know. I don't really. This isn't kind of my side of the internet. Like, oh yeah, you've set a hammock up. All right. Got him!
Yeah, I don't think anyone's chasing that guy.
Yeah, no mate. The guy's going about 30 miles an hour. That is just one thing about London that I just find absolutely crazy. That, you know, it's very common that you will get your phone snatched if you're holding it like this. And it's like, and like a lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't be like walking around with your phone out. But you, in my opinion, obviously not holding it like this, but you should be able to check your phone in public without the fear that it's gonna get snatched from you. Like, that shouldn't be a hot take. That should just be like a given. Sorry, mate. It's not my game. It's not my game. I can't. It's not my game. I don't know. I have to ask someone else. It's not my game. I mean, the audacity to ask permission to come on the tube. It's like you just. Like, I don't think anyone has. There's no, like, you know, Bifrost god like there is in Thor that decides who can come in and come out. You know, Idris Elba doesn't own these lands. He may be from them, but he doesn't own them. I love that you're asking for permission, right? We love that, King. Okay, always ask for permission, right? Making sure everyone's comfortable. But in this scenario, just come on. I know people are a little bit iffy around vampires, but as long as you don't, you know, tuck into anyone, you'll be alright. Is that him? Do you know what the funniest thing about this video is? People are just pretending like nothing's happening. Like, this guy isn't just belting out some tunes. Like, how are people not applauding this? How are people not giving him a pat on the back? Or like joining in? People are just, no, some people aren't even facing him. People are like, yeah, if I just don't maintain eye contact with him, he'll not murder us. What a king. I kind of respect this. He's not going up to anyone. He's actually singing out of the tube. He's like, he's got a bit of respect, you know. He's not doing it in people's faces. He's turned his back to his audience though, which obviously a little bit disrespectful. You know, I want the performance in its full glory.
Oh my. Watch out. Oh, bro. Oh, no.
Gotta be taking the piss. Come on. You know, the real loser here, it's not you. It's not me. It's Editor Hannah. The fact that she has to actually go through this and all the times I rewind it and zoom in on it just to make sure. That's the real G of this channel. Editor Hannah. I didn't even give a bit of leeway with the poop on the tube, but a poop in the street. Now we're taking the biscuit. It's the fact that this one's a solid one as well, which makes me think, like, did they really need to go? Like, the first one was, you know, obviously that was very urgent. This one, they're just doing it because they can't be arsed. Also, right? Sir, you have no excuse for slipping on that. There was so much room for you to go. I know your mind was occupied by the beautiful trainers in the window. I get that, right? I'm a sneakerhead as well. I like trainers. But surely you see that there's a human turd on the floor. Come on, fella. Maybe you don't deserve them nice trainers if this is what you're gonna rub them in. Maybe this was karma telling you that today was not a new trainer day. Maybe it's saying it is a new trainer day because you've ruined your last one. I don't know how you're gonna take this. Not well. Anyway, donuts, I hope you enjoyed this video. There's literally so many videos from London and people being crazy. So if you want me to make this a series, drop a like on this video, 4,000 likes, and that'll trigger the next one. That's kind of the method we're going with, and it seems to be working. If you want to see me react to even crazier people from up and down the country, click this video right here. It's full of British people being idiots. We've got a full series of it now. You know what? If I was you, I'd go and binge watch them. Then you've got your night entertainment sorted. You don't need to move from the position you're in, right? Thank us later.
Kirkham, baby.